What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Unlimited Hustler here, and I'm back again with another video. Last month I made a video doing a Amazon Flex review, and I was talking about my first day experience. And since then it's been about 5-6 weeks since I've been doing Amazon Flex, and I wanted to come back on here and do an update to that video. So now that I got a lot more experience, I wanted to do an update and, do another review. And this review is going to be more realistic because I know more things about Amazon Flex, and also my experience changed. So I'm going to talk about the things I do like about the app and the things I don't like about the app. I have a notebook here and I wrote a few things down. So I'm just going to be reading off this notebook in this video and just giving an updated review. For the most part, it's more realistic, so you can have a better idea what to expect, because it's kind of hard to really review and rate an app based off one-day experience. But now that I've been doing it for about 6 weeks, and I've been encountering different things that I like and dislike, my mindset kind of changed since then. So one of the key things I pointed out in that video was whether it's worth it or not. And I believe at first I said it was worth it, but towards the end, after doing all that driving from my last delivery back home, I kind of shifted my mind and said it's not really worth it because of the amount of money you'll be spending on gas compared to the amount of money you'll make. And my mindset kind of changed on that. While it is true in that scenario, I found a way around to make Amazon Flex make sense. And the way for Amazon Flex to make sense is by doing a longer block. So in that video, I believe I did a 3-hour block and the payout was like $54. And that doesn't make sense because the amount of time you take driving to the warehouse, driving to your first delivery, and driving back home, it's like it doesn't make sense for the money you're gonna make. But I thought the way around it is by doing a longer block. Try to do a 5-hour block. If you can't do any 5-hour, try to do a 4-hour. In my experience, doing 5 and 4-hour block, it's a big difference because you're probably going to spend the same money on gas. Your gas usage for a 3-hour and a 5-hour block is almost the same thing, because your gas consumption isn't from delivering the packages, is mainly driving to the warehouse, from the warehouse to your first stop, and from your last stop back home. That's when you drive the most miles. Once you get to your first stop, all the other packages are going to be in that same area. So the first stop is probably going to be 2 minutes away from the second stop. So you're not driving much, you're not using much gas, and plus you're going to be driving slow because you're going to be in residential neighborhoods. So you can't even speed to even use a lot of gas. I definitely think it's more worth it if you do 4 or 5-hour blocks, because in my area for 4 hours, you could get paid $80, $82, or $78, somewhere along those. It depends on when you pick it up. But for the most part, for 4 hours, the average payout is $80. And for 5 hours, I'll say the average is $100 or in the high 90s. I think that if you do it that way, then yes, it's definitely worth it. And also, I talked about whether or not you can do this full-time. You can do it full-time. The way you do it full-time is by picking up 2 blocks in one day. So let's say you do 2 4-hour blocks in one day. That's 8 hours, and you could make $160. If you pick up 2 5-hour blocks, that's 10 hours, and you can make $200. And if you want to keep going, you could do maybe 3 blocks in one day, but it's just really up to you. Something I wrote down that I like about the app is that a 5-hour block could be completed in 2 to 3 hours. I've done it before. I picked up a 5-hour block before, and I knocked it out in 2 hours because they gave me a low amount of packages. So that's the thing. You never know how much packages you're going to be delivering that day. Sometimes a 4 or 5-hour block could be 40-something packages. Sometimes it could be 30 packages. So it really just depends on the amount of orders, or however they organize that route they give you. Let me get started with this list. The first thing I like about the app is you know how much you're gonna make before you start working. Before you pick up a schedule, it tells you how many hours is assigned to that block and how much the payout is. So that's the cool thing. Some apps, like for example, DoorDash, Uber, you don't know how much you're gonna make. But this app, it tells you how much you're gonna make before you even start. So you have a guaranteed number that, hey, I'm gonna work 4 hours, and after those 4 hours, I'm gonna make $82. And another thing I like is that you, like I said, you typically finish your route early. So like I said, a 4 or 5 hour block, you can knock that out in 3 hours. I average finishing like an hour early. So if I'm supposed to be finished at 3, I'll probably be wrapping up around 2. And another thing I do like is it's an easy side hustle. Very easy concept. You go on the app, you pick up a shift, you drive to the warehouse, you pick up the packages, you load your car up, you label those packages based on the order from first to last stop, and you just ride around and deliver those packages stop by stop. You scan them, you take your picture, and then you just, it's like a repeated cycle, keep going on to the next one. Another thing I wrote is that you can do this full time. Like I touched on a few minutes ago, you're able to pick up 2 to 3 blocks in one day. So if you want to do 2 blocks, maybe a morning and afternoon, you can do it. And also, Amazon Flex is flexible. You could start working, 3 in the morning to 7, and then you could probably pick another shift, 10 to 12. So, and they have night shifts as well. So you could, I think the last delivery is like 10 o'clock or 11, I don't know. But they have early mornings and late night delivery. So shoot, if you want, you could just be delivering all day. So it's definitely opportunities to be delivering and to be working this full time. Another thing I like is that all the packages are in the same area. Like yesterday, I was in a community for like, I'll say about half of my packages was in that community. So I was just going from house to house. That just really speeds everything up because everything is in the same area. It's like a block away. Another thing I like is the payout. It's very fast payout. For me, every Monday is payout day, and that money usually hit my account by the afternoon. Also, they do have fast payout options. So if you've just finished working on a Friday, you're ready for your money, you could do an instant payout, and I think there's a small fee. Another thing I like about it is there's a lot of warehouses. So in my area, there's a lot of warehouses for me to choose from. I typically only operate out of 2 different warehouses because those are the ones that's the closest, but there's different warehouses I could choose from in like different sub-cities around me. And that's another cool thing. I think it's good to explore different warehouses because you'll have a favorite. Like this, I have a favorite warehouse because that one, the workload is usually less compared to the other one. Another thing I like is that, Amazon Flex, they have a good support team. If you're on the road, anything happen, you can reach out in the app. You could do chat or phone. Or sometimes if you need to cancel a block, you could just call them and they could guide you how to cancel it, and also they will waive so you don't get any penalties for canceling a block. The best thing I do like about Amazon Flex is that sometimes this happened to me twice. So within like a month, no, actually within 2 weeks, this happened to me twice. So it happened to me earlier today. So earlier today, I went to the warehouse and I was supposed to start from 10:45. It was a 4-hour block. So 10:45 to what, 2:45, I believe? Yeah. So 10:45 to 2:45. I got there at 10:45. I checked in with my driver's license on the kiosk. And then what happened was it said that there were no routes available for today and they still paid me. So that happened to me twice within 2 weeks at that one warehouse that I saw I like. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. So on the weekends, on Saturdays, I'm gonna keep scheduling for that warehouse, see if it can keep happening. It's like I'm getting paid for free. Now that I talk about the things that I do like, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about some of the things I don't like in the app. So some of the things I don't like is that the good routes, those get picked up fast. Once Amazon team release the schedules, people are claiming them so fast. So if you're not in the app, you're gonna miss out on being able to schedule a block. But the good thing is that, blocks are added throughout the day. Like just keep refreshing, 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 and you'll get a block. But sometimes it might not be the one you like or your preference, or the time you want. But for the most part, you'll be able to pick up a block if you just stay in the app and just keep refreshing, refreshing. Because sometimes some people cancel a block, and sometimes Amazon, they just release new blocks. Another thing I don't like is rainy days. There was one time when it was rainy, and you gotta either keep delivering in the rain or you wait a little bit. But yeah, the rainy days, those do suck because you're getting wet, and also the packages are getting wet as well. So I wonder what everybody else do during rainy days. Do you guys wait till the rain stop, or do you guys just keep delivering during the rain? Another thing I don't like is the warehouses can be far. I'm not gonna say it's far, but some people probably live next to a warehouse. But from my experience, the warehouses for my home are further away. I have to drive, I would say, at least 25 minutes to get to a warehouse. 25, sometimes 30. Another thing I don't like is that, sometimes the routes they give you, it can be like a lot of big boxes. So that's the thing. Sometimes, I don't know if your car is smaller, it might be a situation where, the boxes can't fit in your car. I feel like for those big boxes, they should assign those to the people that's in an SUV or a bigger vehicle. Another thing I don't like is that the packages, they'll be sometimes, a lot of times, well, for the most part, they're far. Like even from my experience, I have to drive 30 minutes from the warehouse to my delivery area. You would think that you're gonna be delivering in a nearby area to the warehouse, but that's not the case. I'm driving 30 minutes at least, for the most part. And then to get home, you gotta drive far as well. So yesterday, I think to get home was like 45 minutes. That's why I said, unless you're doing 4 or 5 hour blocks, it's not worth it. And also, what a lot of people do is they label the packages. So once you go to the warehouse and you pick up the packages to load your car, a lot of people sort those packages. They get a pen or a marker and they write the number on the label so they can know which one is first to last, and that take time. I've seen people take 20, 30 minutes sorting packages, and I feel like that's something Amazon should do. They should probably be the one to, label those packages so that way the drivers could just, load up the vehicle and just keep going. We have to do that outside, and, sometimes very hot outside, or it could be rainy. So on the rainy days, we typically sort inside the warehouse. Another thing I don't like is that after you check in on the kiosk, it could take up to 30 minutes for them to assign you a route. That kills a lot of time as well. The last thing I have is apartments. Those are difficult because it's hard to get inside. Sometimes they'll have access code and they'll have a one-time access inside the apartment gate, but that doesn't always work, and some apartments don't have that one-time access, and a lot of times the access code they give you, it doesn't work. So sometimes you have to get lucky and wait until someone is leaving for you to get inside, and that takes time too. That can slow you down. Sometimes they want you to deliver into a locker room, and sometimes you don't have any access to get inside that locker room at the apartment. So those are some of the things I don't like about the app, and things I do like. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your experience with Amazon Flex.